Payday loans. Clopton, Alabama. What every person should be aware of concerning payday loans. It's an issue of reality that online payday loans use a poor standing. Everybody has observed the terror testimonies of when these services fail, along with the pricey results that occur. Nonetheless, within the appropriate situations, online payday loans can potentially be advantageous to you personally. Here are some recommendations that you need to know before moving into this particular transaction. When wanting to attain a payday loan, as with all buy, it is advisable to take time to check around. Diverse spots have strategies that fluctuate on interest rates and suitable types of guarantee. Look for financing that actually works in your best interest. When considering taking out a payday loan, make sure you comprehend the repayment method. Often you might need to give the financial institution a submit outdated exam that they can cash on the expected time. Other times, you are going to just have to provide them with your banking account info, and they can instantly take your payment through your accounts. Never rely on a payday loan organization. Lying down on these varieties could be appealing to get accepted, but it's scams and you will get charged for doing it. Consider to get the loan using a loan provider that will not examine your credit score in case you are looking for a payday loan but have less than stellar credit rating. Today there are plenty of different loan companies out there which will continue to give financial loans to the people with a low credit score or no credit history. Be aware of the deceiving rates you happen to be offered. It is going to easily accumulate, even though it may possibly are satisfactory and reasonably priced, to become charged $15 for every 100 you use. The charges will convert, being about 390 PCT of your amount lent. Know just how much you will end up expected to spend in charges and interest up front. Be sure to take advantage of the dollars from the cash advance wisely and attempt to be sure you don't get back into the same fiscal crisis placement again. By no means have the assumption that everything will likely be alright because things are great right now. These funds that you just obtained should be paid back entirely. Write down your settlement bank schedules. Once you get the payday loan, you will need to spend it back or otherwise create a payment. Even if you overlook when a repayment particular date is, the business will attempt to withdraw all the amount from your checking account. Listing the schedules will help you remember, allowing you to have no difficulties with your lender. Discover the regulations where you live concerning payday loans. Some loan companies make an effort to get away with better interest penalties in prices or a variety of charges they are not officially permitted to charge you. Lots of people are just thankful for that bank loan and do not question these matters. That makes it easier for creditors to carry on receiving out along with them. If you want to use a payday loan company, only do it inside the most excessive crisis or crisis. Remember that these loans include a large interest levels that may place you in a difficult situation. You won't have as much cash every month on account of charges and passions, and you may at some point discover yourself to be not able to settle the money. In case you are having problems repaying your payday advance, enable the lender know without delay. These loan providers are used to this example. They can deal with one to create a regular payment choice. If, as an alternative, you overlook the financial institution, you will find on your own in selections before you realize it. Once you get a cash advance, make sure that you pertain to just one loan provider instead of numerous ones. You boost the possibility that your particular app can get turned down if you affect a number of lenders at the same time, as it may be viewed as irresponsible by the creditors. Before you decide to consume any gifts from payday loan businesses, be sure to know all the problems and terms about attention and costs. Analyzing the contract in advance will stay away from any disconcerting conditions later on. Payday loans are not federally licensed. For that reason, the principals, interest and service fees rates differ from state to state. New Arizona, York as well as other states have banned payday loans, which means you must make sure one of these simple personal loans is even a possibility for yourself. You also need to estimate the amount you will need to reimburse before agreeing to a payday loan. When you're trying to get a payday loan, you shouldn't be worried about the credit score you may have. To get a cash advance, the financial institution will need to authenticate cash flow and find out that you have a banking account, so you will find the way to satisfy the personal loan next time you receive paid out. Some online options don't even do credit checks, alternatively simply depending on job affirmation to create $700 available to every person. Prevent using online payday loans out should you be already mired in a financial disaster. When you are having problems generating ends meet, it would appear that this is actually the best time for any payday loan. The loan is just the first step, nevertheless. You must also pay out arrears, along with charges, along with a significant interest. If you fail to manage to spend the money for personal loan with the next salary, a payday loan is not a wise strategy. Ensure that your payday advance contract is in English. To be able to technique customers into agreeing to undesirable terms, some rogue cash advance businesses create their loan contracts in a foreign vocabulary. As a result, it is important that you just make sure that you recognize each of the text message showcased on your cash advance contract prior to signing it. A wonderful way to select your cash advance loan company is usually to read diverse testimonials from consumers who used that particular service well before. You may get first-hand understanding how the knowledge performs, how different people sense about different loan providers. By doing so, you make the best decision possible. Usually do not constantly depend upon online payday loans to help make finishes satisfy. Sure, just before the next salary, most of these financial loans are fantastic when you are in desperate need of money. Considering that most online payday loans demand you plenty for curiosity, you are going to turn out spending a lot more than needed. Whatever situation you are experiencing, you will need good advice to help you get out of it. With any luck, this article you merely read has provided you that assistance. You already know what you ought to do to assist on your own out. Be sure you know all the information and they are generating the ideal selection. Payday loans no paskiayak.